Chairwoman Greene, I understand, now regrets voting for this bill, as she mentioned yesterday. Is that correct, Chairwoman Greene?
The bill actually destroys what you guys voted for the past 4 years. And I'm proud to have voted for that bill to fund border security,
actually,
to
Chairwoman
deport
Greene,
all these illegals you guys let in the country.
Chairwoman. Actually, Chairman, yesterday you actually said that you regret actually voting for the bill. You posted after Elon's tweet that you didn't know certain provisions were in it and that you would have voted no if you had known.
So just one day before, as Representative Garcia pointed out, she was singing a very different tune. She said, full transparency, I did not know about this section on pages 278 to 279 of the OBBB that strips states of the right to make laws or regulate AI for 10 years. I am adamantly opposed to this, and it is a violation of state rights, and I would have voted no if I had known this was in there. We have no idea what AI will be capable of in the next 10 years, and giving it free rein and tying states' hands is potentially dangerous. This needs to be stripped out in the Senate. I have no patience for this, but I'll tell you why later. So if she feels so strongly though, she's going to have to go against leadership, because this is what Speaker Johnson said. He said, I like it in its current form. I mean, I know the president supports it in its current form, so we'll see where that goes. We have to be careful not to have 50 different states regulating AI because it has national security implications, right? Regardless of if she remembers it or not on any given day, she's not the only Republican regretting their vote. Representative Mike Flood has come out against another worrying provision. Said last week, Representative Mike Flood of Nebraska admitted in a town hall meeting in his district that he did not know that the bill would limit judges' power to hold people in contempt for violating court orders. He would not have voted for the measure, he said, if he had realized. How convenient. The thing is, it's already been done, right? The votes have already been cast. They can't now go back and say, my bad, I want to take it back. That's not how it works. So the Freedom Caucus also wants unspecified massive improvements, according to Representative Scott Perry. Knowing the Freedom Caucus, though, any changes that they want will only make this bill worse and not better. So yeah, Maz, this is so incredibly frustrating. If I had a job that was so high level that the things that I vote for or don't vote for would change the lives of millions of people, if not immediately, then over the course of a few years or whatever, I would be peeling through that thing so intensely. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why it's acceptable to people that people in Congress who ran campaigns for the privilege to serve their people can't even read a bill that they're voting on. That's your job. Your job is to make laws. You are lawmakers. Your job is to sit there, read the bills. I don't want to do that, but that's not my job, right? And even then, I probably read more bills doing this job than apparently some of our Congress people are doing. I don't know why this is acceptable to the people who voted for these people. So Maz, what do you think? Do you think that finally, going into these midterms and then into the 2028 election, that Republican voters especially are going to start holding their leaders a little bit more accountable, because we're already seeing people starting to react and respond negatively to these lawmakers in their own town hall meetings, to the point that Republicans are now just being advised not to hold town hall meetings anymore?
Yeah, Yasmin, I would hope that these people wake up and hold their leaders accountable. Unfortunately, I think they're still getting their news, like you said, from certain outlets that just lie to them and they mislead them, and then they go to the voting polls and they vote for these people again. Marjorie Taylor Greene is it's a joke that you can say afterwards, oh, if I'd known this was in there, I wouldn't have voted for it. Well, to your point, you have a staff, you're supposed to go through this. It's not like it was a survey from a restaurant or someone who repaired something and said, oh, just can you fill out the survey, and you quickly fill it out. It affects people's lives. This affects people's lives, and it affects the future because of the debt increase that this is going to cause. And so, yes, it's just ridiculous. It's unbelievable. They should be held accountable, but I've kind of lost faith in MAGA or anyone in the Republican Party holding their own people accountable. It seems like they just go with it. When Trump announced the tariffs and the market took a dive and people lost their 401ks, some people continue to make excuses for him and go, oh no, he's a genius. He's got a long-term plan here. He's got a long-term goal. And we all know that it's just greed, and he's profiting, and his friends are profiting, and the rich are profiting. And earlier you said that Elon was on our side. I don't think Elon is on our side. I think Elon is criticizing the current bill. One reason is because he thought his Doge cuts were going to do more, and they haven't. And so there's probably some selfish reasons why he's criticizing it. And secondly, because he at least pretended to want to bring down the deficit, and this bill increases the deficit. So I don't trust Elon's motives for why he's criticizing it. I don't think he's on our side. But and I know you didn't mean it like that.
Right. Yeah. Just to be clear, I didn't mean he's on our side and that he's fighting for us. He's only ever just fighting for himself. He just happens to be aligned with us right now. But, it's like what you said, you can't trust it, right? They don't have any morals. The only thing that you can trust from people like him is that he will always fight for himself, and he will always put himself first. And he has done that demonstrably. So any final thoughts? I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, that's fine. I was basically saying that I don't have faith that in the next midterm elections that these people will vote against the people that took away their healthcare and their livelihood, because they'll, again, be somehow manipulated to believe that it's all for good. It's all to get rid of illegal immigrants and LGBTQ and woke people. That's what they're doing this for.